Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, good day, wherever you are. We're looking at building a dashboard on the data processing, on the data analytics. I would say building a dashboard. What you have on the screen is the dashboard which I built before, which I promised you that we will build in the next video, which is in this particular video. But we are not going to use the same data set to build this dashboard. We'll use another data set to build this dashboard. The data set we'll use is the data set I got from Kaggle website online, and this is a COVID-19 data set. So we use this to build a dashboard for COVID-19. So what I have to do, I just have to copy the dashboard, copy the data set, and I'll paste it in a new Excel sheet which you can see on your screen. So I'll paste it in this Excel sheet. So the first step in building a dashboard is to have a table. Yes. Then from a table, you have to turn your table to a pivot table. So in you having a table from this data set, I can easily go to insert, or I use my control T and specify that my table has headers. So I have my table, good and fine. So since I have my tables, what am I to do next? Let me expand this. What am I to do next? I'll give my table a name, call it COVID-19 table. So this is my COVID-19 table. So COVID-19. So what I have to do, I'll create a pivot table from the table so that I will be able to summarize data. So on this pivot table, what I actually want, I just want the location. I want the location. In each location, I want the new cases as a sum, the new deaths as the sum, the total deaths, the sum of the total deaths, and also I'll require total cases. Total cases. So I have these new cases. Also, let me specify, let me demand to have the dates, the day these cases occurred. The day these cases occur. Let me see the sheet if I have cases per million. Actually, I do, but okay. The date the cases occur. Daily counts. So I have daily counts of the cases. Daily counts of the cases. So then in a day, let me take this up to be count of dates. That is daily count of cases in Afghanistan, in Algeria, Albania, and so on. So what I have to do is I'll create a pivot chart from this, and I can call it a column or histogram. Okay, let me make it a chart. Now let me make it a column this way. So I have this, and I have this good and fine. So this is the first step, and this is my first sheet. So let me rename this my sheet. I call it data. I call this main, main, main pivot. Call it main pivot. So from these pivots, I'll make some other pivots. So I'll have to duplicate this, make a copy at the beginning. create a copy, and I'll call that what. In this case, I just want the total cases, the total case in a country, total case in a country. So I'll call it case country, case country. So I have to delete this. Why I'm copying is to ensure that my data is taken from one source, so that at the end, when I'm updating, it will be very, very easy for me. So I said I want the country and the total cases. So total cases and total death. Let me just put it this way: country, total cases, and total death. So I have to insert. Come here. Sorry. Very good. I'll change my pivot name to pivot cases. So I'll summarize. Sorry, I create a pivot chart. In this case, let me see if I can do this. A pie chart. Will pie chart be okay? Some of the don't want pie charts. Let me make it in line. This good. So I have this. I have this. One more. Let me do one more. Then or two more. I'll also make create this a copy. I call this country cases, country cases, country cases million. I put it this way. Then I have it this way. So I take this out. I have this in it. What I want is the total deaths per million. So I have this total death per million. And I'll take these total cases. I'll take this. Good. So I have that. I'll come to analyze. I think I can make a pie chart from this. Let me make a pie chart from this. Good. Say, okay, I want this pie chart. Finally, let me make just one more pivot. And I make a copy, create a copy. This is the new copy. I'll delete this. I'll call this date, location, date, location, dates, cases. So these are what I want: location, dates, and the total cases, not total cases per million. This time is the total new case, total new cases. So I'll have this. I can make my name this please. I have to do this to ensure that all my pivots have different names. To ensure that all my pivots have different names. So please let me just ensure that all my pivots have different names. So I'll create a new sheet, create a new sheet. Call this sheet the dashboard. And this sheet, I'll do this. Also take away the grid. The grid. Let me take out the grid lines. Other view, grid lines. Good. So I have this COVID-19 dashboard. Ham plus technologies. So what I have to do is to make this tool to have tiny Roma. Give them the font size 30. Make them top. Good. So the first thing, I'll go back to my main pivot and I will insert sliders. I'll make a slicer under insert. You see slicer. Make a slicer. The slicer, I want the location. I want the date. I want total cases. So I can pick a date, pick the total cases, pick the new cases. Then I want total debt, total debt, new debts. Let me just pick these sliders. Let me pick these few sliders. Let me pick these few sliders. I can actually come back and pick others. So I have total cases, new cases, total debts, and total debt total cases per million. Okay, I have this. I'll pick these 5 sliders. I have to cut them to the dashboard where I paste them. Good. Because of time, these total cases. I have my total cases. I have my total debt. Then put all the total. One place. Total debt. Good. I have my new cases. Okay, I have new cases. I have total case per million. So I have this. I said these are my sliders. Let me just increase this. Sorry, I'm taking my time. And now to have a proper understanding, or to have a proper understanding of this. Good, so I have this. Next thing I have to do, I have to take my charts in all the sheets and bring them to the dashboard. Bring them to the dashboard. So I have this first chart in dashboard. I'll right click on it. I'll remove all feeds this. Then I'll go over to the country cases. I'll pick this. I'll go back to my dashboard. I'll paste it. And with this, I can do this. I want two to fit in. I also remove hide all feeds. Good. Then the other dashboard I have is the other dashboard I have is this. I'll take this out, the other sheet, sorry. I'll paste it. I have to remove all the fill this and have to make it fit it in here. So, okay. Then the last chart is this. I'll cut this out. Should I change the chart? Let me change the chart. Let me make it. Let me see which of these charts can go in for this. That will be easier. I don't want it scattered. I think my area chart will be better. Sorry, having some difficulties at this moment. My chart seems not to be responding. Okay, let me just leave it the way it is. Then I cut it. I go to my dashboard. Yeah, I'll paste do the pasting. Now, as usual, remove all, hide all. Sorry, hide all of this. Now, to fit this in without it becoming so small, I have to make some adjustments. I have to make some adjustments. Let me take this here, this slicer, let me put it here. I'll shift this a little. I can equally shift my pie charts. Shift this also. Then this can also be reduced. Good. So in this situation, this will fail. Okay, I'm having too clumsy dashboard. My dashboard is too clumsy, but I have to leave this way to show you. Okay, I think if I should click out two. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'll just explain the concept. Um, in your design, you can make your dashboard to be final. So next thing I have to do is just to connect all the slicers. By clicking on remote connection, I click all the pivot tables. I'll do that for all the slicers. Without that connection, it will not affect the changes on the slicer, will not affect the charts. So for the changes on the slider to affect the chart, I have to right click and make this correction on all the sliders. So I'll have to report connection, do it for all. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. Seems to be having technical difficulties. So After doing that for all the slicers, you see the connection in the slicers. Now, if I pick my dates range, you see the changes taking place in the slicers. I say in the slicer, but not in the slicer, but in the chart. I pick change range, you see it has changed. The information, the graphical information will always change. Depends on my selection, it will always change. So this is just how we can create a dashboard. This is how we can create a dashboard. Please, sorry for the technical challenges encountered today. In the next video, I will explain in details, and I will try my possible best not to have these technical difficulties. So you can see some changes like this. It changes on each other just as the selection is made. Thank you for your time. Please, if you like the video, subscribe to it. If you have any comments, please make the comment and like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.